time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do, to reflect who we are and what we hope to build. I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their brands, they're not changing. And we are still the company that designs technology around people. Hey, and welcome to Connect. Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse, starting with the most important experience of all. Connecting with people.
Imagine, you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. As parts of your physical home recreate virtually, it has things that are only possible virtually, and it has the incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful. Hey, where are you going? Yeah.
Just gotta find someone to wear.
Wow, we're floating in space. Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from the crater. I'm not in LA.
This place is amazing. Honestly, of course it's me.
I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa. I knew you were bluffing. Hey, wait, where is Naomi? Let's call her.
Naomi!
Hey, should we deal you in?
But you've got to see what we're checking out. There's an artist going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
Hi, yeah, Meta is out, everyone. Connecting with people. Oh, God. Yeah, this episode is brought to you by Meta. The new Zuck company. Zuckerberg's at it again. Want to thank Meta for sponsoring this episode. It's brought to you by
And I can't wait for the metaverse to take off.
Everybody's can't wait for the new
Metaverse
to take off. Everybody just can't wait. I mean, you got to give it up for a non-human like Zuck, that he is really putting in the effort to connect with our human race species that he is not a part of. I mean, he's doing what he can to get out there and kind of connect all of us. And we should thank the Zuck for, in Zuck we trust, you know, everybody says it and I believe it. It's that simple. We kind of take it for granted what Facebook has given us. I mean, we really haven't connected that in that way with people ever before. And we've really have to thank Facebook for just kind of bringing everybody together, both sides of the aisle politically, both sides of any issue, really can connect and get along. And we really just got to know each other through Facebook's technology. It really kind of just like removed the barriers of race, of gender, of like politics, and it really showed like how compassionate and understanding humans can be. And we have to give it up to Zuck for that, because you know, especially like connecting with your like relatives and you see like their their beliefs, and you're like, I appreciate that, and you kind of comment and you say, thanks for sharing this. I happen to disagree with a couple points you said, but overall, I really appreciate that you shared this, and I just like the fact that we could connect on this level. And as he did a great thing for humanity, you know, not being a human being himself, it really is. Not a lot of people probably really appreciate all he's done for us, and I'm trying to get the word out. Yeah, I mean, there's no like ulterior motive with announcing a name change or anything. I think it's just a new thing he came up with, and he wants to share with people. I don't understand the, people making fun of his efforts, to connect. Because he did. It is funny him acting like I don't even understand, and I don't think anybody else even understands what it is. Like, what is anything in that video? Like, so you make an avatar and then you're in a fake virtual thing. So it's, and I was talking to other people about the fact that there's already a thing called Second Life, which has existed for like years, over a decade. I mean, when I was in college, it was, or at least grad school, it was a thing. So like, I don't know why people are acting like this is a new idea. It's really just they're calling it the metaverse, which is not virtual world or whatever stupid. It's just like, this is something that I don't like. Are people gonna use this? Like, nobody really likes. It's just funny how nobody likes him. Nobody likes Facebook anymore. When like, just nobody on either side of anything likes Facebook. And that's pretty cool because that's rare. Like, you don't even really see that happening anymore with anything. Everything's politicized now. Even the fucking virus got, which side are you on? So like, and people dislike one, like, liberals will think, oh, Facebook's displaying too many right-wing ideas, and then, the right wing will say like, oh, there's too many left-wing things on there. So we have to come together. And that is funny and ironic that he's like acting like we're gonna connect people. Yeah, you did a great job of that. Everybody has fucking mental illness just from Facebook and social media. I mean, it's not just Facebook though. That's one thing that's kind of annoying me. Like the Twitter guy making fun of Facebook now. It's like, dude, you're just, if not worse, you're just as bad. Like, why is it all about Facebook? Like, Twitter's terrible for people. Instagram. How is any other social media? I mean, I guess a lot of the stories I see are like bad for Facebook because they're like, I saw one today that was like, looks like Facebook started to try to get 6-year-olds on the platform, like target them to get them on because like, teenagers weren't using it as much. And but I mean, does Twitter not do that stuff? Like, it's hard for me to believe the old Zuck is the only guy doing this evil stuff. Maybe their algorithms are more intense than the Jack Dorsey. Let me tell you something about Mr. Jack Dorsey. It's like it's just disgusting that these guys are billionaires. They made like something that's terrible for people, and they're just. I mean, I would almost think like. I feel like porn's bad for men after a certain point, but like, which would I guess I think Facebook and Twitter are worse. So, because like everybody kind of needs like to get their rocks off. So I don't really think that it's like just evil. Like, porn is evil. Like, I just think it's bad if you start, these incel guys and stuff. But like, yeah, these guys, I mean, I don't even know if I would I might respect drug dealers more than, I mean, okay. I will say that Jack Dorsey isn't as bad as like somebody that pushed the opioid crisis, you know, made that happen. And even some of the Wall Street guys that like Enron that like and Madoff that like had all that fraud going on. Like I feel like I like Zuckerberg less than even him, because he just kind of robbed rich people and like people that were so stupid. Because at a certain point, like if you don't ask questions about it, it just seems weird. I don't know. I feel like Jack Dorsey's like he's in one of the circles of hell, I think. He's just like, and Zuckerberg and you know, Jeff Bezos I don't even think is as bad as those guys. Anybody in social media that is making like every young person have anxiety and depression and like fucked up forever, and making that whole generation is fucked up because of social media. So like they're just like, I don't even like, they must be delusional or something. Like the fact that Zuckerberg is talking like he's doing something positive, just the way he's acting in the video, you know, everybody knows it's shit. Like it's a piece of shit company. It's like it goes just negative. Everything about how they targeted people was negative. Like there was, what is good about Facebook? Like you don't ever need social media. Like you don't connect more with people. That's like bullshit. Like if you're really friends with somebody, you want to keep in touch like without social media, you know, like you'll text them. It's just like a pointless thing that's addictive. It's like I don't even think vaping's as bad. And I guess smartphones in general made everybody addicted, but like social media just made it like just a terrible, you know, thing. I mean, there's nothing like, I don't like, what does he think? Like people see that Meta thing and they're scared. Everybody is. Everybody's creeped out. And one thing I think is they do need to get a different spokesperson. I know he owns the company. I know he made Facebook, but like if you change your name, why not make yourself not the head guy that is the speaker? Like if I was him, I would know not to. Well, he probably has no like self-awareness though. Because he's crazy. He's probably so egotistical. Like, does he like doing that kind of stuff? Like, I mean, if they wanted to rebrand, they would not, like, just don't use Mark as the guy talking about their new company. Like, I mean, I looked at, like, VR headsets before because some of them, I mean, it's a really cool idea. Even when I was a kid, I thought virtual reality was, like, the coolest looking thing, but now I'm like creeped out by it, I guess because of Black Mirror and stuff. But yeah, I just wouldn't be going to Facebook for any, because they do have like the Oculus, I think. One of those VR headsets is like they own it. So once I found that out, I'm like, I'm gonna get any other brand. Because, like, you know, it'll be hacked and, you know, they'll, like, take all your, like... Every company takes your data, whatever. But, like, they do it on such a level where it's, like... Everything that comes out, it's just, like, they're... Oh, man, it's just, like, ridiculous. Like, why would you need 6-year-olds getting Facebook? You know, just everything about them. Everybody knows this isn't any kind of exciting topic, but
yeah. I'm sick of hearing my own voice. I'm sick of talking to you. I'm sick of doing this shit for no fucking money. Okay? You think this doesn't cost fucking effort? This takes a lot. It's a fucking lot of money to do this. Every episode I do costs me $1,200 to do. So next time you think about not listening, think about that, because it costs a lot of fucking money to do this shit. I don't just... Money doesn't grow on trees! Yeah, we feed you guys, we clothe you kids every day, and you're just not grateful, you piece of shit.
Anybody do that to their kids anymore? I feel like no parents are like that anymore. My generation was the last one to get it raw like that. We feed you. You know, I always used to hear, and I used to think, like, well, yeah, what else are you going to do? We're your kids. Like, what? I mean, we weren't even bad compared to these kids nowadays. You know, just normal complaining and being lazy. I was a lazy. I had no motivation in life. But they just like, we put a roof over your head, and this is the thanks we get. You get a fucking C. We put a roof over your head. We give you food. We let you bathe sometimes. No. And this is the thanks we get. Where? Come on. Where's the honor roll? Where's my reward for raising you? You know, if you don't like it, there's the door. You used to always hear that too. Like, really? You're just gonna let us go homeless? I don't know. I bet, like, I don't know what parents do anymore. They just probably don't get mad at their kids or what. It's crazy what, like, parents used to do and say to their kids when they were bad. Like, just traumatizing with every fucking statement. Now it's like the opposite and way the worse the other way, where you just, you know, helicopter parent. And you're like, I don't need them to. They can't touch dirt. They'll die. No.
No, he can't. He's allergic.
Yeah, and they went the other way. There's a lot in this book. The Coddling of the American Mind is the name of the book that I read. It's about basically why college kids are so sensitive and against free speech, but it also talks about how they got there and how everybody went the other way, where they used to be like, oh, kids, you can go play, and like, yeah, just be back at 7. Like, that's what even my parents used to say. Yeah, go outside, just be back by dinner. I mean, I can't even imagine, even if, like, I had a kid, I can't imagine being okay with that, even though you have cell phones. I guess I guess. But that's really scary to think about, but that's what everybody did. They just got, that's just how it was, man. Yeah, just come back. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're gonna hopefully not get killed and lost or whatever, but just be back by dinner. But yeah, they used to let you go play in the yard, you know? Get dirt on your hands, play with a fucking stick. George Carlin talked about this too. He used to talk about the helicopter parents and something like, oh yeah, we used to just go outside and just have like a stick and just But yeah, I mean, I did used to go out and just, I don't know what we did. Like, now thinking about it, I think every kid would be like, that's boring, you know? But then I did get into, like, video games, and that's all I did. I should have just stuck with the, like, being outdoors and kind of being, like, manly or something. Instead, I was just a nerd. I just turned into a, like, nerd. I would have been worse now if I was young now. I would have been, like, basically autistic, I think. But yeah, kids really don't. Yeah, the book talks about how kids don't let, and then like the actually like allergies are way up now because schools were like banning anything that could make people like that might cause allergies, and that actually made the kids more allergic, which is kind of crazy. But it's just kind of like this whole COVID thing. Like, everybody's so afraid of it that we're making everybody now. It's like, oh, there's a super cold going around. Did you guys hear about the super cold? It's like, yeah, because nobody's going anywhere. Well, I mean, people are now, but like, people are still wearing masks everywhere, even after the vaccine. They're still scared of germs. Like, a lot of people used it as like a weird, like, fucking, I'm better than everyone. Look, I'm wearing more masks than, I'm wearing 4 masks. I'm better than everyone. Like, I do think it's kind of like a virtue signaling thing. Like a competitive, look at me, I'm like, cool, I'm better than everyone. And that's kind of what they're, like, we're making our immune systems worse, and now the colds are going to be worse, and now the fucking flu's going to be worse. I mean, I haven't heard anybody, I haven't even seen stories about the flu. Is anybody getting it this year, or what? I want it. I mean, that's the thing, because I would be scared if I got a flu. It'd be like, oh, fuck, it's COVID. Even though, like, it's, like, I guess if I got a bad flu, I'd be like, it's probably the flu, because I got a vaccine for COVID, but not the fucking flu. I mean, why can't we just, like, get back to our immune systems being better? Like, because I don't want to be afraid of colds after this. Now we're going to, here's what, like, if we keep going this way, it's going to be like, okay, worried about COVID. Next year, colds are worse than COVID. Now we have to have cold vaccines. For the common regular cold, we need, oh, that would fucking suck. Flu vaccine, but also get your cold vaccine. You don't want to get a little cough, do you? Get your vaccine. No more cough drops are made anymore because everyone gets vaccines for, and that's like why they. It's just weird you're not allowed to talk about just being honest. Like, yeah, and there was like a thing about antibiotics not being as effective because everybody was taking them or something. I think it was in England maybe. But like they were overprescribing or something. And it's like, yeah, you don't want people to like not be able to use them because why are we only having one way to fight a virus? Like, anyway. Man, at least I'm not thinking about the COVID rates anymore because, you know, that was bad last year when you had to worry about like, oh no, the rates are going up. Oh no, the rates are more than they were last week or whatever. And everybody was like just thinking it was going to go away. And yeah, just got used to how it is. I mean, I feel like all the press about I don't know. Who the fuck is gonna join Meta and do that stupid shit? Like, it is Black Mirror. It's like that one with the guys in Star Trek, that episode. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting annoyed with like how technology keeps developing, but then like everything else is shit. It's like, all right, yay, we get great video games, but no more. We're out of bread. We're out of this kind of bread now. But you can put a headset on, and then there's tons of bread in the metaverse.
Yeah, so just about connecting people. Congressman, thank you, Congressman. Thank you for your question. I really do not know exactly what goes on in my company. How would I be expected to know? Thank you, Senator.
I mean, what is he? I'm really curious to know what he's like not on a scripted video. Like, is he always that weird and just like not human or whatever? I mean, somebody just come out and say he's like part like android or something. He's just so, I mean, of course he's probably autistic, but like I don't understand like he has to, there has to be some point where he's not how he comes off, you know? Like, you think, like, I used to wonder about Hillary Clinton because she seems never really natural. I used to wonder, like, is there a moment, like, if you know her, are you like, oh, she's different in person? Like, is that the case with Zuck? Or Or what? I mean, we all are curious about, you know, I want a contest to meet Zuck. What's he like? They should do a Project Veritas and fucking talk to him or something. Somebody should just like secretly record what he's like. Like, what is he like? Is he as evil as you'd think he is? Like, is he so weird in everything that? But it's because he's trying to not show how evil he is, you know? I mean, do his employees like him? What's he like? I mean, Bezos probably sucked, like, I don't know. I read stuff about Bezos being an asshole to people that work for him. I don't know if I've read anything like that about Zuck.
What's he like, man? Like, I wanna just get to know Zuck. You ever wanna just get to know him? I don't know, in the bedroom, or, what's he like? What are his fetishes? He's got the yellow fever, we know that for a fact. He's got the yellow fever. Yeah, he probably
Made an algorithm to find a wife or something. He like computerized his like love life. This is how I get her to blow me this amount of times. Can you guys work on this? And yes, I'm gonna how to properly have coitus. I call it the way they call it in Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I guess Zuck has a yellow fever, but I don't know if like they kind of think people just think you have that if you date an Asian person. But I don't think it means you have a fetish. Like maybe you just like that one. Because I'm dating an Asian girl. But I don't have yellow fever, which is racist to say. It is kind of, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're really just like the Asian people just don't complain about racism so much. I mean, maybe they do, and I don't know, but I hardly ever see. I guess I do, but yeah, but I kind of have a feeling Zuckerberg did have yellow fever, and he tried to calculate how to get an Asian girl wife, and he just had somebody like work on it. How's that algorithm going? Thank you. We just need to really connect with people, and this is going to be a great service, everybody. I mean, are people really gonna like? I'm really curious to see. I hope, like, I would just love if that Meta stock just burns. Like nobody, fuck. I already saw that people were. I thought it was doing well, which sucks. I want it to just like die. I don't. I just want because Facebook keeps having these like congressional hearings and stuff, and I really just keep hoping that one day we'll be like, man, Facebook fell, didn't they? And there just won't be a Facebook. That would be like, but I don't know. It just doesn't work. You can be just a piece of shit. Like all this shit is only negative shit comes out about Facebook, and they're just doing great in the stock market. Their new shit company, virtual world that like only nerds are gonna use. Like, unless it's like a really convenient. I don't know. Unless it's like, because that Second Life thing is like a virtual thing too. But like only I feel like nerds were in it because I think you needed a computer and maybe a powerful one even. Because it wasn't like it wasn't like an app on a phone. I think it was like a computer nerds. One of my professors in college in grad school used it and he was all about it and he you know, he was bald and his character was not in the avatar that he made, of course, which is like why would it that's like those type of things. I just assume people that aren't happy with their real life are going to it. So they're gonna be like, you know, somebody that's overweight is gonna make a really like fit avatar and hook up and like the funny thing is in that Second Life thing. Actually, I should look this up. Second Life rape. Now this is like this is ridiculous. Like, virtual rape. Oh, this was 2007. Wow. I mean, see how old this is? Second Life was like 2007. People were getting raped in Second Life. So apparently it's like a, anybody can go, I guess, in the virtual rooms. And there was like a blog post I heard about that some girl was like raped, or like somebody kept humping her in Second Life. And it's like, who, I mean, I don't, it's fake. I mean, I'm sure a lot of creep guys would do it, but like, it's not actual, like, even close to real rape, because you just leave the, like, well, I know people say that about real rape, but like, I mean, yeah, I don't. Now this is an article on Wired that says virtual rape is traumatic, but is it a crime? But this was 2007. I feel like now they'd be like talking about how devastating it is to people, because everybody's like overly sensitive now. So yeah, this is a girl that wrote the article. It says Brussels police in Belgium investigated Second Life rape allegations. Yeah, I mean, I just can't get over this, like, because it's a fake virtual world. I mean, I'm sure like the meta won't even allow that to happen, but the fact that Second Life was so free, and this was the Wild West days of the internet. This was the old Wild West days of the internet. Anything went. Anything goes back in 2007.
Second Life. Reportedly there were sexual assaults happening in 2007, but back in the Wild West days of the internet. A girl reportedly, now I did read like
some dramatic blog post about this, like, but that's because everybody probably did think, is this a joke? Because it's like, all right, I guess, yeah, it's a stranger's avatar and your avatar, but like, I don't know. I can't really. I have no feelings about that, really. I don't even know what to think about that. It's just like dumb. I just feel like everybody went on Second Life that was like basically an incel back then, because like, it's just like such a nerdy thing. And like, like I said, I was on to virtual reality, like the concept, but like, just, make an avatar and just do whatever you want, and it's a virtual world, the metaverse. It's just like, why? Like you could make those characters in Wii where you can play as your Wii character and all that, but like I never was like, this is better than real life. I'm gonna do this. Like, I didn't even like it. I like just video game, like a good one. And that's it. I don't want to like have a metaverse. Like, I don't know. Second Life, man. And that's what's annoying, is he's trying to act like what? He came up with the idea of a virtual reality thing? Plug into the metaverse. What can you do in the metaverse? Oh, look at this artwork. Like, who cares? It's a bunch of scribbles. Nothing was cool in that video. He made a Wii character of himself. He put the exact same outfit that he usually wears on. He didn't even do anything cool with his avatar. But I kind of feel like that's the way to go. I wouldn't make mine buff or something, because then you just look like insecure or something. Like, yeah, I might be morbidly obese and living at my parents in real life, but in Second Life, I'm a guy who gets chicks. Yes. Where are we going? Yeah, just gotta pick something up. Oh man, he just doesn't talk normal. He doesn't, and I don't think it's like he's not like an anxious, awkward. He's just weird. He's just not a person. He's just not human. So what is going on there? I'd like to almost see his, like, I don't know, genealogy. Someone do a study or something. And it's like he's so, I don't know. He made Facebook or whatever, and it's like there's nothing that benefited anybody about it. Like, a lot of these technology companies, nothing is good about. Like, we should have not had it invented. Like, social media, there was already message boards. There was already kind of stuff where you could connect with people. I mean, AIM, Instant Messenger. MySpace, I mean, we don't need dumb shit to look at other people's shit. There's no reason to always have a feed of everyone's thoughts. Like, it was a terrible idea. Even smartphones is like a bad... Like, none of this really advances humans at all. Like, it's just like a pointless waste of time thing. But, dystopian, Black Mirror. Yeah. But in Zuck we trust, and he's gonna build a great community for everyone.
Yeah.